Hello everyone, my name is Joe and welcome back to another video. It's a little wet out, if you can't tell. And I'm also using a new phone. Got the S9. But I'm not branding or anything like that. But anyways, let's get back on the business. It's been a couple days. I finally got back. I finally adjusted to this Californian weather. Thank God. But anyways, let's get down to business. Yes, for a little mini-series, which is probably only going to last a couple days. But anyways, here we go. Oh, it is the 24th, probably. Most of y'all probably won't see it until later this afternoon to the 480, maybe 90 something subscribers. But other than that, let's get down to. Anyway, I have this. A couple months back, I had my brother purchase some mini bikes. Here is this one right here, which is a little blue. I guess you could say a little like a personal off-road bike. I don't know what the brand is. I had my brother buy them for like 150 bucks for the two of them. And here's the other one right here, which I'm currently working on right now. But as it sits right now, due to my time, the amount of time I got and patience, I'm only able to work on one, as we only have one engine. We have a little 212 Toadson from Go Power Sports, or it's they're doing stuff. Most of y'all may know them from Cars and Cameras or whatnot. Alright, but here we have, this is what we got to work with. This thing originally ran like a 2 horsepower, a half stroke, little two stroke engine with an alternator. So this thing had headlights. Headlights are over there. Headlight and an instrument cluster over there. Alright, so, but what's interesting about it is when this thing was bought, there wasn't a lot to work with. Plus, we needed some stuff to get rid of / modify, so here we have it. What I did to this, dang camera, my bad, but what I'm doing as of now is one of these things. One, I stripped off all the wiring. No, there's no wiring, save for this brake cable. Oh, which I had to reinstall because my brother took it off. And I need to retweak that so the brakes work. I took off all the unnecessary stuff for, say, there was a battery mount, which I'm more than likely going to reinstall after this thing's fully rebuilt. I cut a gouge out of this frame this piece of the frame right here, which I will put some more metal over once I get everything finished up and test driven. I also added a additional plate right here from a piece of scrap metal which I had, which is right here. This is what's going to be mounting the engine, because this originally mounted a little 2-stroke. We're putting in a 4-stroke 6 horsepower engine. The original engine, how it was an 80cc, we're putting in a 212, which we're going to be replacing this chain as well, which I need to cut off in a bit. We're replacing that chain with, I had it somewhere, with this big old beefy chain right here. If I recall, it's a number 40 chain, which is more than capable of for what we're going to be using it for. Though, because of this, there is a bit of issues I need to deal with. One, the engine. This engine's legit brand new, even though I bought it like 2 months ago. There was no fluid in it, no fuel. It needs to get broken in. And secondly, because the engine has a smaller chain, that won't fit it fit this sprocket, so we had to buy the number 40 chain. But the original sprocket doesn't fit this thing. There's the original sprocket right there, and we can't take that one off because one of the bolts are bent and pinning it. But the sprocket on this one fits, which is this one right here that I'm stepping on. The only issue is I don't like this rim. If I recall, is flat, and I would like to replace it with this rim right here, with this tire right here, so I can keep the original tire. So the current task after I post this video, I gotta stop getting this video camera from swaying, but take this rim off, this tire, put this one onto this one, because if I recall, they're about the same size. They may be different via thickness, but that shouldn't be any issue. Yeah, yeah, that may be a bit of an issue. But what is good is this sprocket will fit our chain and engine, so that's the only plus side. But the new issue I need to deal with is, because this thing has two different size. This is off the little mini bike, the blue mini bike, and this is off the chopper, or tire. This chopper tire is a little thin, but if I'm able to, hopefully I can possibly modify this so it will fit into this. Maybe I may have to find this, what size rim spacer deal this is. I may do that, or I may have to do something else. I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully I can be able to get this thing to fit, and if I'm able to, do a test strip video. But if I recall, as I've always done, I don't do tutorials. I just show what I do, because there's plenty of other videos out there that are more than capable of doing what I'm doing, more in-depth explanation of what I do, what I'm doing. But the fun thing is, this thing could actually be street legal once I get it fixed. Oh dear. Yeah, and I also welded this whole thing while it's just pretty much balancing. But this thing is really comfortable, to be honest. And then once I get this thing running, then I'll do all the side stuff like wiring, maybe hook up a speedo if I'm able to. You know, that would be cool if I could do that. But anyways, I wasted a couple 10 minutes of my time, and yours if y'all really cared. But I really like how this is looking. Oh yeah, and also that's my brother's scrap bike. My brother's mini bike right there that he's been working on. He built this himself out of an edger. The whole front end's been sacrificed off my scrap trike, which he has, oh well, so sacrificed to build for me, which he built for himself. There's my front wheel. But this thing does rip, which is actually really cool. He hooked it up once, thing blew thing rode for a little bit, and then he stopped using it because the old engine that he put on it blew up. But that's a story for another day. This is actually, but anyways, I'm gonna let you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you again. See you in another video.